It's just wrong, in my book. But you know what? I also think that what he's done. It's like a slap in the face for his dad.
It was a great presser, back and forth, poking each other, but not too far. But once you get physical and you touch a man's face.
The moment Moses Itauma slapped Dillian Whyte at the airport, everything shifted. This wasn't some random scuffle caught on camera. It was a seismic statement. A young, hungry lion marking his territory, sending a message not just to Whyte but to the entire heavyweight division. Whyte tried to puff his chest out like it was still 2016, like he was still the feared brawler who bulldozed opponents. But Moses wasn't buying it. That slap rang through the terminal like a mic drop, sharp, loud, final. This wasn't drama for the cameras. This was dominance. Moses isn't here to play the waiting game. He's not begging for...
That was done this morning, man. To make the way how he's done it, on the morning of a fight, it's just wrong. It's dangerous.
And when opportunities, he's taking them. That slap was just the opening act of what's looking more and more like a demolition mission. And let's be honest, Whyte didn't look like a man ready for war. He looked caught off guard, clinging to a reputation that no longer intimidates today's beasts. Johnny Nelson wasn't wrong when he said Whyte is handling this like an amateur.
What do you think, Dillian Whyte?
We'll never fight Dillian. I wouldn't give Dillian Whyte a wage to fight him after he's ridiculous.
Last-minute weight cuts, skipping face-offs, now getting slapped in public. This isn't the mindset of a man ready to stop a rising powerhouse. It's the behavior of a fighter on the edge. Billy Nelson has already had enough of Whyte's excuses. Imagine being so unconvincing in preparation that someone offers you money.
Across the lane, do you think?
Yeah, it does. Listen, the presser was good. It was a great presser, back and forth, poking each other, but not too far. But once you get physical and you touch a man's face,
just to turn up and make the fight happen. That's where Whyte's stock is now. Meanwhile, Moses is doing what most prospects avoid, commanding the spotlight, dictating the pace, dragging the old guard into deep waters. The slap wasn't about headlines, it was about control. Dave Coldwell didn't flinch, and neither did Moses. Everyone knows it crossed a line, but in boxing, lines blur when legacy is on the line. Whyte has been hiding behind old highlights and recycled quotes for too long. Moses called his bluff face to face. Aid Oladipo put it best, "We were robbed of a face-off." Whyte didn't skip that by accident. He knew the energy Moses would bring and didn't want that pressure. Because if cameras had caught them together, the fear in Whyte's eyes would have been unmistakable. The airport slap, just a teaser. The real intimidation would have happened in that stare down. Moses is walking around with feral energy right now. And
today killed me. So today's like the media day. We're doing a bit of face-offs. Obviously, they're not doing a face-off with each other, which is a shame, because that would have been as good as yours.
Whyte, for all his bravado, looked like a man in survival mode. Carl Froch versus George Groves comparisons aren't far off. This isn't just a clash of generations, it's personal. Moses isn't treating Whyte like a respected gatekeeper. He's treating him like a stepping stone, a fading name on his hit list. Whyte had the chance to match that energy, meet Moses eye to eye, and prove he still had it. Instead, he ducked the face-off and lost the psychological war before the first bell. No stare-down, no mind games, just silence. That's
it's last chance saloon for him. He needs the victory here. So, look, we find out just how good Moses Itauma is, I think, on the 16th of August when he boxes Dillian Whyte, because I think he wins it and wins it in style. But everyone they put in front of him so far, he's just dismantled. I think this kid's going to go on and win a world title. And
not intimidation, that's submission. Spencer Oliver added fuel to the fire, predicting Moses would win a world title. Oliver doesn't hand out that kind of praise lightly. What Moses showed at the airport wasn't teenage arrogance. It was calculated confidence. Slapping a seasoned heavyweight in public and staying composed afterward, that's a champion's mindset. That's ring generalship before the ring walk. Even Derek Chisora, who tried to wrap his warning in humor, couldn't hide the truth. Telling Moses don't put him to sleep that badly wasn't just banter, it was a thinly veiled acknowledgement of what's coming. Chisora's fought killers. He knows when someone's walking into a trap, and when a warrior like Derek talks with that edge, it's because he sees what others deny. Whyte is headed for a beating. Chisora didn't stop there. His coldest line
Jim was like, listen, I don't know why you're taking that fight, for what reason, and he goes, oh, he don't care, you know, my friend, you know, so I was like, listen, just be careful, and I messaged Moses, I'm like, Moses, just fight him, but don't put him.
Yet, you've got more chance of winning the lottery than beating Moses. That's not trash talk. That's brutal honesty from a man who's been in the trenches. The debate is no longer whether Moses can hang with the top names, it's how quickly he'll...
24 years old, who's got always faculties right, getting trained by one of the best trainers in the United Kingdom. And then, mate, it's like, you got more chance of winning the lottery than you beating that Moses or two.
Dismantle them. Simon Jordan nailed it. This fight isn't about testing Moses, it's about showcasing him. YT still has name value, but he's not a real threat. Not to someone who's already dominated seasoned pros in sparring. This matchup was never meant to be 50-50. It's calculated execution. Look at the trajectory, McKean-Wardley, now YT, fading names, and Moses Itauma is rearranging the heavyweight furniture, one demolition at a time. Dillian Whyte can talk tough all he wants, but the truth is written in his body, slower movement, dulled reactions, and after that airport slap, shattered composure. This isn't a rivalry. It's a public dismantling. Even Adam Smith, usually the voice of reason in boxing, couldn't downplay what Moses Itauma brings. He called Moses a puzzle with no answer, and that's spot on. Come forward, you get clipped. Play cautious, he breaks you down. Try to outbox him, he confuses.
Fight, you know, but it'll be fascinating to see how Moses goes against Dillian. I don't think they put him in against Dillian Whyte if they think there's real jeopardy for them. I think they might get a few rounds and get asked a few more questions than possibly they've been asked by Marius Wack and Dempsey McKean. But I don't think much.
You. Get reckless. You're on the canvas. Moses doesn't just beat opponents physically. He outthinks them, outpaces them. And at only 19, that's not just impressive, it's terrifying. He's got the complete package: footwork, patience, power, and fight IQ. And when Tyson Fury, the undefeated king of the division, calls you a good little boxer who absorbs everything like a sponge, the boxing world listens. That wasn't just a compliment, it was recognition from the very top. Fury's only concern, that it might be too much too soon. But even that's a backhanded compliment. When champions are worried you're rising too fast, you know something special is happening. Most fighters take years.
His feet and his distance and his range is so good, and he's so quick that if you commit to the punches, you're going to get countered. And if you don't, you're going to get backed up and taken out. So it's a real puzzle. There's not many heavyweights that are southpaws. Obviously, Alexander Usyk is, but he's moved up into that domain.
To develop this kind of composure, Moses is doing it under the brightest lights, against seasoned names, and under constant pressure. Meanwhile, YT looks battered, bruised, and still trying to shake off the humiliation of being slapped in public. He's no longer the rival, he's the obstacle. And deep down, everyone knows the real question isn't who wins, but how quickly Moses sends another name packing. The slap flipped the script. This isn't just a clash of generations, it's a fight for the soul of heavyweight boxing. The stakes, everything. Legacy, power, and the end of an era. If Moses wins, and most believe he will, it won't just be another victory. It'll be the final blow to the old guard's dominance. A teenager retiring a former world title contender wouldn't just be a statement, it would be history. And if by some miracle Dillian Whyte pulls off the upset, that would be the biggest plot twist heavyweight